All right. Today in social news, I am sitting with Kamar Anthony. My name is Julia Papillon. I'm so excited to be here with you today. Kamar is the creative owner of House of Vitalities, located in the Sherman Phoenix. Kamar, welcome. Thank you for sitting with us today.
Peace, peace.
Yes.
I am the black woman lover, the black man's brother, the culture teacher, hood healer, the ghetto witch doctor. Hey, mama, there go the sea moss, man.
Tell him. Kamar, thank you for being here today. Can you tell me a little bit about what it means to be a creative owner of House of Vitalities?
Well, you know, for me, it's everything. I get to live every day and do what I love to do. You know, I used to tell people herbs and stuff like that was my passion, but I was wrong. My passion is just making people feel good, and that's one of my lanes.
Yeah.
You know, I like to uplift people. I talk to them, make them feel better. That's what I do. I make people feel good.
And you do that through your Vitalities. Yes, I love that. So that's kind of what created the business model for the House of Vitalities. You bringing your mix of herbs, your mix of just loving to make people feel well.
Yeah, well, it actually started, I started out studying our traditional lives, our ancestors, how did they live and everything. And it got me into that. And I just started working with it for myself, like making different teas for myself. I worked at a pallet, we fixed and repaired pallets. And it was always real cold, so I always stayed sick, congested in there. So I came up with some herbs that I felt like could help me, so I started mixing them and drinking them at work.
Yeah.
It started helping. The fellas at the job hey man, that stuff is good. Let me drink it too. So they start drinking it, it's helping them, and then they start buying it for their families at home when they got sick. So from my job, it just spun out into a business at my job. And eventually I was able to walk away from my job and do what I love to do.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So tell me a little bit about that. When you walked away from your job, where were you getting your first start? What were you doing?
Well, I was working at a pallet company, right? And the beginning of that year, I was telling everybody at my job, I said, by the end of this year, I'm walking off of this job on my own power, right? I didn't know how it was gonna happen, but I did it.
Yeah.
I think September came and I took the leave as my short-term leave of absence. And I figured, well, I'm gonna see if I can sustain myself during this time without touching that work money. And I was able to do it. The day I was supposed to go back to work, I couldn't make up my mind. I was undecided. I don't know.
Yep.
I didn't go back that day, but the next morning I said, I'm going to go get an oil change and then I'm going to go to work. All right. So I went and got the oil change, but while I was sitting there getting the oil change, my boss texted me and said, are you coming back or what? I didn't like the way he talked to me.
Right.
One of the reasons I wanted to leave that job. Right? So I text back or what, and they never seen me again.
Oh.
You know what I mean? And I'm going to tell you, that was the best feeling I ever had.
Absolutely.
And right after that, my confirmation was, a sister called me, somebody I went to school with. She ran a phlebotomy training center. So she asked me if I wanted to do a motivational speech for a graduation class that they had. She was going to pay me $150 to talk for 20 minutes. That was my confirmation.
Right.
I'm not going back to work.
Right. You good.
This is it right here.
Absolutely.
This is it. And that's what it was. That's how it started.
Wonderful. Wonderful. So let's speak about your Vitalities. You kind of, what are the basis for them? Are they fruit based? Are they herb based? How are you really coming up with your concoctions?
Both.
Yeah.
I started out with sea moss, right? When I first learned about sea moss, I was interested in taking it. I was getting capsules first. I started making capsules.
Okay.
That's how I started selling sea moss at first. Then it evolved into me getting raw sea moss from St. Lucia, and I started making a gel. So I didn't know how I wanted to take my sea moss, but when I got it in a powder form and put it in the capsules, it tastes horrible. So I can't keep doing this.
Right.
I had to find a way that I liked. I looked on YouTube. I saw somebody, they just said heat up some water, put some agave in it, and put your sea moss in there to sweeten it up a little bit. So that's what I was doing. I drank it like that for a little while.
Yeah.
But then I started adding stuff that I like. Let me use a little ginger. Let me put some lemon in there.
Right.
And then my daughter, she was drinking it too. My little daughter. She was drinking it. She liked peppermint tea, right?
Okay.
So one day she said, Daddy, steep peppermint in mine.
Yeah.
So I steeped the peppermint in there. And oh my God, that just turned it out right there.
Right.
So me and now we was drinking it like that. My girlfriend had some. She put it in the refrigerator. She drunk some. She said, hey, this is good cold.
Yeah.
You got to learn how. You got to bottle this stuff up.
Yep.
Yeah, so I took her advice. I bottled it up, and it's just been selling like crazy ever since.
Amazing.
That first week, we did an event. It was a vegan fest. And I made 90 bottles of that tea. I sold every bottle for $8 a piece.
Amazing.
That first week.
That's amazing.
Oh yeah, the tea it is amazing. It's child approved. A lot of people that don't like ginger, they like this.
Right.
It's not too strong. It's just the flavor you're gonna get. It's the perfect balance.
Oh, I love that. Well, I have to try some. Okay, so let's say I'm coming to the Sherman Phoenix. What's your best seller? What should I go for first? What do you recommend?
Okay, we also got a hot elderberry and sea moss tea.
Okay.
Sell there, right?
Elderberry's great.
This tea here, nobody in my household caught a cold this year.
Yep, I know that's right. Yep.
This tea's the truth, and I'm not just talking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It tastes good.
That's some serious stuff.
It's the truth.
Absolutely.
It definitely is.
Okay, so the elderberry.
I say the elderberry tea right now, this time of year, that's the best thing to get because, you know what I mean, you want to boost your immune system.
Yeah.
Keep your immune system strong.
Thank you for that. I'm going to come get some for sure.
Yeah.
Now, what can we have to look forward to? Do you have any goals, objectives that we should be looking at for this year?
I got an event that I'm working on right now, a health and wellness event that I'm going to do monthly. We got 98.3 coming in the air live from the event at the Sherman Phoenix. The first one is going to be May 4th.
Okay, May 4th.
I got all my favorite holistic wellness practitioners like myself.
Wonderful.
Got all of them coming. We're going to have speakers. We're going to have yoga sessions. We're going to have guided meditation sessions. We're going to have exercise sessions. It's going down.
Lovely.
And speakers also.
Okay, awesome. Well, you heard it here first, folks. Here on In Social News, chatting here with Kamar Anthony. Kamar, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Really been blessed to speak with you today. And peace out.